Who loves book haul? Because I've got over 20 books to share, and that's not even all of them. So yeah, let's go. Hello everyone, it's Rebecca here and welcome back to my channel if you're new here. Hi, how are you doing? Today, as I previously mentioned, we are doing a book haul. These books have been hoarded at various points around my house in bags for the longest time. I finally got round to bringing them all upstairs to my shelves to find I have no room. So we're probably going to be doing another unhaul very soon, although I might not do that on camera. Anyway, without further ado, I have over 20 books to share with you. That's not all of them. There is another bag full as well, but I'm just going to split it because it's easier. And yeah, let's go. The first one I have here is Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. This follows a young girl who takes on a job to basically house sit this apartment in this block of flats. She finds out that there is mysterious goings on in the past from this new neighbour that she's made, and the next day this neighbour vanishes, so she starts to take them a little bit seriously. I'm very intrigued to find out where this headed or is heading, because I did read Final Girls by Riley Sager and wanted to give something else by them a try, and this one sounded more right up my street, so that's the first book. Next up we have a book I bought because of the hype, and that is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. This one, I know that Vanessa's recently read this one. She posted it in a wrap-up. If I remember, I will leave the link somewhere, and she said that it was a book that just completely took her by surprise. Her grandma made her read it essentially, and it just took her, it just completely swept her off her feet. This one, again, literally just because of the hype. I've heard that it is something comparable a little bit to what is it called, The Flat Share, and Daisy Jones and the Six and Evelyn Hugo. It has all of these different vibes apparently. I'm very intrigued to get to it, and I'm going to go into it blind, so I don't actually know what's going to happen or know what's happening or anything like that. I'm just going to go in completely blind and see where it takes me. Also, this cover is actually stunning. Like, look at it. It's so pretty. And the back, really pretty too. Very nice cover. I'm very impressed. Next up is another hype book, and that is My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. This follows a young woman who, when she was younger, was in a relationship with one of her school teachers, believed it completely consensual and normal, and still to this day does, until a young girl comes forward, or a young woman comes forward and says that this happened to her as well. We follow this young woman who has her past all brought up again, and she didn't really want it brought up because she thought it was consensual. She fully believes it was consensual up until the court cases and this all coming out in the papers, and that's a lot to deal with, because obviously as a young girl, as a teenager, this is your school teacher. It's not consensual. Like, you might think it's consensual, but it's not, and that's not okay. And that is something that I know it's going to be hard hitting, because I need to prepare myself for, and I need to find the time to sit and take myself out of the real world, go into this one and realise that that is the situation that happens to a lot of people, and I'm fully expecting to cry at this one, so I need to prepare myself a lot. Another hyped book, I should have just called this a hyped old book haul, shouldn't I? That is The House on the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. Again, a one that's supposed to make you cry. This follows a young man who goes to basically check on this house in the Cerulean Sea, which is an orphanage, and kind of sort of falls in love with the guy who runs it. I just think that's really cute. This is a modern fairy tale about learning your true nature and what you will love and protect. It's just cute, it's magical. It's got a really pretty blue cover. I know for a fact it's going to be all of the feels, and this is an adorable cover as well. Like, this is literally hyped book, pretty cover book haul. Next up is another hyped book, Shocker. That's Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid. This one follows a young woman who is babysitting for a family. She takes the child to the shop, and somebody accuses her of kidnapping the child. The perceived issue with this and the supposed kidnapping is the fact that the babysitter is a black woman and the child is white, because she's babysitting for a white woman. And this basically leads to a whole other different situation. The babysitter's employer, so the woman, the mother of the child she's babysitting, sticks up for her to the end of the earth. She's like, no, she's my babysitter, like, she's not kidnapping the child, what are you on about? And it just brings to light so many different difficult issues and difficult diversity issues that people think are issues and they're not, or people make issues out of and they're not issues at all. I think this is going to be another heartbreaker, basically. I've heard amazing things about it and I can't wait to get to it. Another hyped book, Fortuna Swan by KJ. So this one, if you watch a certain set of UK booktubers, i.e. Becca from Becca and the Books and Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction, they've all read this. How was this so heavy? I'm going to try it. It was literally the hype. I know this is fae, and this is fae romance, dark fae romance, maybe, I'm not sure. Either way, very excited to try this out and see how I feel about another hyped book that I'm really late to the party on. Next up was an Aldi special buy. If you live in the UK or the EU and you know what Aldi is, you know what this is probably going to be. That's Little Women by Theresa May Alcott. This, no it's not, yeah it is, Louisa May Alcott, not Theresa. Theresa May is a completely different person. Anyway, this one I picked up because it's a classic. I've never read it and it's a very pretty cover. Look at that. I need to take the price off, but look at that. That is so pretty. And it's like a smaller edition of a book, so that's really pretty too. And I'm very pleased that I have this. Will I read it? Probably not. Next up we have a book that I bought purposely, literally solely because of Vanessa mentioning it, and that is Vengeance Road by Erin Bowman. Look at this book, it is stunning. So I seen this one either on an unhaul page or somebody's Instagram and they were getting rid of it and I was like, please, I'll take it. I don't really know much about it. It's giving me very cowboys and Indians vibes, if that makes sense. It's very pretty and revenge is worth its weight in gold. Okay, so this follows 18-year-old Kate, whose father's murdered for a journal revealing the location of a hidden gold mine. She disguises herself as a boy and takes to the gritty plains looking for answers and justice. And then it follows with what she finds is untrustworthy something, and I'm like, I don't want to kind of spoil myself for that, but I'm kind of interested. So this one looks fairly short as well, and I'm very pleased I have it in my possession, and it's so pretty. This video is literally me going, it's so pretty over and over again. So this next one is actually a gift from Fiona. It arrived after I'd filmed my birthday book haul and whatnot, and that is a Shiver of Snow Sky by Lisa Ledecky. This one I added to my wish list because of Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction. This is one of her go-to recommendations, so thank you very much for getting this one for me. I really do appreciate it, Fiona. Thank you so much. So the back of this one literally just says, red, the lights glow red, beware the danger up ahead. That's it, that's all I know. I'm very intrigued. Next up is a sequel to a book that I haven't even started yet, shocker, and that is A Gathering of Shadows by V.E. Schwab. This is the sequel to A Darker Shade of Magic, so this is book 2 in the series. I just found it on the same place as Fortuna Swan and Vengeance Road, so I was like, I will take these all off your hands. Thank you so much for the opportunity that I'm probably not going to get to. But yes, this one is a following on from A Dark Shade of Magic, which follows 4 different Londons, and Kel, our main character, can travel between them all. Next up is another hyped book, and that is Star Daughter by Shiver Thakar, I think. Shveta Thakar. I'm probably saying that wrong and I do apologise if I am. This one, just look at it, it's so pretty. I picked this one up literally because of the hype again, and this follows Sheetal Mystery, who is, it's a secret that explains why her hair is the silver of starlight, or why some nights the stars call Sheetal by name. Stars like her mother who returned to her place in the constellation Pusher years ago. Since that day, Sheetal has been forced to hide, but her 17th birthday draws near. The pull from the sky is growing stronger. So strong that Sheetal loses control, and a flare of starfire burns her human father, an injury only a full star's blood can heal. She has no choice but to answer the star song and ascend to the sky, but her celestial family has summoned her for a reason, to act as their human champion in a competition to decide the next ruling house of the heavens. Desperate to save her father, she agrees, but nothing could have prepared Sheetal to face the star's dark history or the forces that are working to shut the gate between the realms for good. I'm intrigued. I need to say any more. I'm intrigued. Okay, so we have these ones left. First one I have here I bought from Chloe on Book Swap, which is Chloe Reads Books. So thank you so much, Chloe, and thank you for your cute little note. I love it. And that is Rebel Rose by Emma Thurrell. I'd seen this one on Asda and I was going to pick it up myself. However, I seen this one on Chloe's Book Swap and I was like, I'll get it. I know that it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling and that's it. Like, that is literally it. So I'm hoping to pick this one up and fly through it one day. Next up is the additional book in one of the Illumicrates, and that is The Cousins by Karen M. McManus. This one, to be honest, let's be real here, I read One of Us Is Lying last year and didn't really enjoy it. This was the book, the additional book in December's box maybe. So it was a freebie, it wasn't a one that I was 100% on wanting, and I feel like it's probably going to follow a similar trait. I don't know how to feel. I think it's actually signed as well. Is it signed? No, it's not. It's just got the black sprayed edges. So I don't really know how to feel, because I did end up unhauling One of Us is Lying and gifted it to somebody instead. But I'm just not 100% certain on whether I'm going to keep this or not. So if you are in the UK and you would like this, pop me a message below and we'll sort something out. Seems pointless mentioning it in a book haul, but anyway, next up we have Bridgerton, The Duke and I, which is book 1 in the Bridgerton series. This is by Julia Quinn. Literally everybody I know in and out of the book universe has been like, watch Bridgerton, and I'm not really feeling it. However, I want to read this first to see if I would enjoy it, because apparently things happen. Apparently things really do happen. And when I was in Costco last, which was at the weekend actually, they did have all of them. They had all of the Bridgerton books in there. So if I do like this one, I can go back and get some more of them. But I'm not too sure what this is. I just know it's Regency London and it's a romance. So it's probably gonna be sex. Next up we have A Blade So Black by L.L. McKinney. This one, I picked this one up a while ago. I actually did like a book trade for it. And this follows Alice. Is it an Alice in Wonderland retelling? It is. It's an Alice in Wonderland retelling. I literally just heard so much about this and in a positive light that I was like, I'm gonna get it. It's a pretty cover. It's been blibbed by Angie Thomas. It's a fantasy. It follows Alice. The first time the nightmares came, it nearly cost Alice her life. Now she's trained to battle monstrous creatures in the dark dream realm, known as Wonderland, with magic weapons and hardcore fighting skills. Yet even warriors have a curfew. I'm gonna go into this not knowing much. It's an Alice in Wonderland retelling, which I'm really excited about actually, now that I've realised that, with a fantastical twist and swords. And heads will roll, so hopefully it is the Queen of Hearts' head. Just saying. Which would make sense, but yeah, very excited. Okay, 3 books left. A Christmas book, The Christmas Killer by Alex Pine. 12 Days, 12 Murders. That does what it says on the tin. I'm going to keep this till Christmas next year, or I might read it in like June, just to be awkward. And then we also have The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and it includes exclusive bonus material to Asda. If you're in the UK, get yourself to Asda, you'll get exclusive bonus material. I did also pick up The Hunting Party, and this was based off of quite a few people's reading habits last year. A lot of people really loved Lucy Foley last year and the year before, and when I seen the books available in Asda, I picked this one up, and I also picked up The Hunting Party elsewhere, knowing that some people were planning to read it this year, and I think I've missed that window. I think it was Leanne, and I think I missed the window, so oopsies. This is a thriller. Each has a secret, each has a motive. Off the windswept Irish coast, guests gather for the wedding of the year. Old friends, past grudges, happy families, hidden jealousies, 13 guests, 1 boy. 1 guest won't leave this wedding alive. We love the drama. We love the drama. Obviously not for the dead person, but we love the... And the last one is a sequel to a book I read a few years ago that I really enjoyed, and this is Blood for Blood by Ryan Groden. This is the sequel to Wolf by Wolf. Wolf by Wolf follows a young girl who lives in an alternate universe post-Hitler, where Germany won the war and everyone is living under Nazi regime. And this young girl basically is trying to kill Hitler, essentially, and Blood for Blood follows on from that. I'm really excited to get to this one and see where it takes it, because the way Wolf by Wolf ended, I need more. I need to know more. I just need to know more, so much more. There we have it. That is my massive book haul. I will probably be back in a few weeks with another big one, because I have a pile of books down there that I need to try and make room for. But thank you all so much for watching. Have you read any of these? Would you like to buddy read any of these? Let me know in the comments down below. I am just very overwhelmed with all of the books right now. So leave me a little book emoji if you've made it this far and you don't really know what else to say, because I've done all of the talking for the past 20 minutes. Great. But if you open that description box, you'll probably find a link to all of these books below. Maybe, I don't know, because there's quite a few. I will try to find links to all of these books down below where you can purchase them yourself, or just their Goodreads, whichever. You'll also find a link to all my other social media channels down there as well. Come say hi at other platforms. I love making new friends. If you click that like and subscribe button as well, that would really help me out, and that bell icon, because my weekly posting is non-existent at the moment. So that bell icon will notify you every time that I post. Thank you all so much for watching. I apologise if this is a rushed video, or if I seem a bit like there's just so much going on. I should probably do a sit down life update soon. Maybe. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Hope everybody has enjoyed this video. Hopefully I will enjoy these reads, and I shall see you all soon. Bye!